what is dynamic toggle or toggle in general? Basically, toggle functionality is, I'm trying to look for a toggle. Give me 1 second. Um, yeah, you see this? This is a toggle button. Okay, it is basically changing from a list applet to a form applet. Now, typically in Siebel, this basically toggle really means, you know, when someone clicks on this toggle, he will go to the other applet. Like this, clicking on this one, it shows another applet. Let's look at the name of this applet. The name of the applet is Opportunity Organization Analysis Contact List Applet. If I go here, then it's a different applet.
Click on that and then go into help.
No,
And then about view.
no, yeah. No, basically rep will not be going to help. He will simply be able to toggle between two applets.
So this is basically a switch between two screens.
Two applets.
Two applets.
Two applets, yes.
The toggle is always
So
switch between two states, right?
to stay in general, also English word toggle means, you know, you can basically, when you click on it, you get to one state, and you click back, you again come back to the original state. So it simply is the same way, you know. So I'm just showing you that there are two separate applets by showing like this, you know, that these are two different applets. Anyway, for user app, he simply can toggle. Typically, we create these toggles between a form applet and a list applet of the same thing. For example, this is a list applet of the contacts. Typically, so this is not typical. Okay, typically, like had there been multiple records, for example, I've just added multiple records, then a toggle would have given me the form of the Adelman Deborah itself, the highlighted record. It is giving me something else in this one. So that's not the typical use, but that's also good use, because at the end of the day, it's just toggle between two applets. Typically, it's a toggle between list and the form of the same thing. Okay. So this is in Civil 6. This toggle switch looks like this.
Okay, so it's portraying on the.
This is a perfect example of toggle. Okay, there are 3 records in this thing. Let's say rep is here and he wants to look at more details of Alvin Candace. Okay, now he has to obviously scroll.
Okay,
this is one way the rep can do.
See anything? Okay,
yeah, that's how he's supposed to do in all the views actually. If you see, there is no toggle in these, but in this one, next screen, in this one, he can simply toggle and look at the details in the form right away.
Okay.
He doesn't have to scroll up and down, left and right. And he see, so we have basically provided a form of the same record in the form like this.
Okay, so basically we're talking about that one particular record and the attached form to it. It will switch over to a different applet where it will show
only that
the form related to that name or that entry.
He would have seen it by scrolling, like you can see this assigned to attribute. Then, but if he toggles, he can clearly see everything right here.
Assigned to.
So this is just a form applet. All the fields are together in one single form applet.
Right.
But the only thing is it's showing only one record. So list is always useful because a person can see multiple records. Form is always good because a person can see, the rep can see one records, all the attributes together. So this toggle functionality allows him to toggle between these two things. Okay. So in Siebel 7, this toggle functionality is not in the form of a switch. Basically, there will be a drop down. Typically, like here, for example, let's say you want to provide a toggle between this applet and the form applet of service request. Then here there will be a drop down right here, and the drop down will show two values, form and list. So rep is supposed to choose form, then it will toggle to the form. Then in that again there will be.
That's also a way of toggle switch basically.
Actually, in Siebel 7, that is the way to toggle. There is no toggle button. There is a drop down, form applet, list applets. Right here there will be. Okay. Let me see. You asked me whether a toggle can have more than one applet. I'm not sure in Siebel 6, but I'm not sure whether it is possible or not. You can do the research when you need to, but I think it should be possible in Siebel 7. It makes sense. It makes sense to me. Okay, especially because it is definitely there as part of dynamic toggle functionally. So that makes me think that as part of static toggle also it should be there. I'll explain in a while what that dynamic toggle is. Then you can clearly see that it should be possible. Give me 1 second. I'm not able to find any toggle. If I do, I'll let you know. But what a dynamic toggle is very, very common in service request. So what happens is dynamic toggle is not driven by the list and form drop down. It is driven by the type and subtype or area sub area of the service request. For example, rep would typically go to service request and he will create a service request. Service reps will do that. When he creates a service request, at that time he will enter the type subtype somewhere. Like, okay, he will enter area sub area, like printer, then network. Then when he will click save, then an applet below this, like this is one applet, then an applet below this will get toggled to something in which he can enter printer and network related problems only. Let's say the requirement is that rep chooses area sub area, let's say maybe here in the list applet. Okay, when he chooses area sub area, enters the service request details, then the bottom applet changes according to the area sub area up there automatically, because and the requirement is simply because, you know, let's say there are 5, you know, types of the details that you need to be entered when there is an issue in the laptop are different details. When the issue is in a PDA, then the details are different. Then the form applet, the fields are supposed to be different. So we cannot provide all the fields in one single applet, right? As a designer, I cannot provide, you know, let's say issues related to laptop. I cannot provide him, let's say there are 10 fields which need to be filled by the service rep. Let's say if the issue is related to desktop, then the 10 fields or 20 fields that the rep needs to fill out are very different. So that means if I provide everything in one single applet as a designer, then rep will have 30 fields in front of it. And in case it is laptop, he has to fill out 10, and in case it is desktop, he would have to fill out 20. Let's say, so typically in these circumstances, business will say, hey, you know what, we don't want him to see the rest of the fields which are irrelated to that type of service request. So let's say in this case they will say, for laptop they would want an applet which only has 10 fields relevant to the laptop type of service request, and if it is desktop, then they want only 20 those fields which are relevant to the desktop type of service request, so and so forth. So this kind of functionality, what we do is, just as he mentions that it is a laptop type of service request or it belongs to the area laptop, then the bottom applet will toggle and show those fields only. Okay, this toggle functionality is not only relevant in case of area, but it probably could be relevant in case of order taking. Let's say the order is of laptop and the order is of PDA, then the bottom applet could change to provide him different configuration options. In one of my companies, there were 11 type of products. Basically, it was a renting company. They used to rent out bogies. You know, I told you, like cars. So the data that a person was supposed to collect was very different for 11 types of cars. The total number of cars was like 121. Total different types of cars. So they had reduced it to 11 major types. Okay. So they had provided the fields for like 10 types of car in one applet, 15 types of cars in second applet, 20 types of cars in third applet, 5 types of cars in fourth applet. You know, that's where they had compressed the number to 11 types of applets. So depending upon the order, let's say customer says, okay, I want to rent a car of this type. We used to dynamically toggle and provide him the relevant fields only to that kind of car. Making sense? So on the development side, he has to create, in this example, 11 applets. But I'm with you, yes, 11 applets. So yes, they had to, and they used to dynamically toggle depending upon the product type at the order level.
In which case you are saying?
We talked about dynamic toggle in detail. We are kind of very clear, you know. So it is applicable not only to this thing, it's applicable to many things. For example, even for account entry detail, for enrollment entry detail. Let's say, you know, for every profession you have to enter his enrollment details. And depending upon the asset that person is part of, or maybe, you know, depending on the enrollment type of that person, maybe on the type of that person, for example, on this thing, this whole enrollment thing should change. Right. Okay. Maybe the call structure should change. So in that case, we can provide that many types of applets, and there will be a dynamic toggle. We can put a dynamic toggle in between the applets. Interesting thing to note is, if you make a query, when you go here and you make a query, then which applet will come? Because let's say you make a query like here. Okay, so now there is no value here. So then which applet will come here? all the applets will come or one particular applet will come?
One particular, because we're trying to search for one particular.
That applet will come where, like let's say there are like many applets
Right.
behind the scenes, right? Like in this area, there will be many applets behind the scene,
Whichever is highlighted.
whichever is highlighted at that point. That will
Query for A and then enter
Yes.
and then it'll open up
So
everything
let's
there.
say you want to query for, so this, let's say this applet is for type of physician, okay?
Right.
So now this is where you are, and let's say there is another applet. Let's say there is another applet for hospital executive. How would you query for that? So first you have to look for some data for hospital executive. Wait for the applet to come. When the applet comes, make a query,
Right.
and then make the query in that applet. It's kind of a little weird, but this is how SQL works. And if you don't understand, that's really fine too. I just want to make sure that you understand dynamic toggle and know what dynamic toggle is.